Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Shall we see what's going on a lovely little island of Fawnhollow today? So what have I been up to today? Not really much, to be honest. I did a lot of drawing in the morning. That's over and done with. Over and done with. Get out right now. Leave. It's the end of you. No, not the song Get Out by... I don't even know who sings that. It's some really old song from early 2000s, I think. Yeah, I haven't really been doing much. Just sort of, vibing, That's just what the vibe is. And now we're going to hit vibe here on Animal Crossing. I'm going to vibe with a more open window because the temperature is vibing too hard in my room. Hello there, everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 5:33 PM on Friday, June 11th, 2021. Why does June 11th seem like a significant day? I don't know. Apparently also there was like a solar eclipse or something yesterday in the UK. Didn't know that was happening. found out about it from my father. And I was like, alright, didn't know that was happening. It was apparently in the morning. And I was even awake for it. I just didn't notice. I was like, it's a cloudy day. That sort of thing. Guess what, dear? It's time for a riddle. What do the cake say while cutting an onion? I'm in tears. From Claude. That's not really a riddle. Actually, Claude, that's more of a joke than a riddle, so please don't classify it as that. It's a very touchy... I don't know why I'm going with this. Yeah, apparently it was like a solar eclipse. It's not often you get solar eclipses. Well, actually, that's a lie, but it's actually reasonably often you get solar eclipses. What the not often part is it in part of a country that you can see? Because, I mean, I guess you get a solar... Well, I don't know actually how often you get a solar eclipse. So I was going to say you probably get them every single time they like cross hands. If you imagine them like a clock. Like on the hands of a clock cross over. They cross over quite often. Oh, what's up, Rowan? Oh, hello, Belle. Want to join me with some weight training touchdown based? You don't work. No, it's fine as it is. Based is so good. What are you wearing, Claude? What's this fan... Ah! That's Rachel's dog, Chester. Here's a gift for you, Claude. I didn't know they wore custom designs. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, I didn't know, like, carried over. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, actually, I'm not sure exactly how often solar eclipses happen, because solar eclipses are just, like, some miraculous thing because of the proportion of the distance between Earth and the Moon and Earth to the Sun is the same as like, the same proportion from, I'm trying to think of words. The same proportion of a size difference between the Moon and the Sun? Is that how it works? Something like that. So, no, I did not mean to pick it up. As it happens, it just sort of perfectly lines up to allow the Moon to completely blot out the Sun whenever it happens. What have you given us, Galavara? Pirate outfit? What did LaBelle give us? A tailcoat? Sure, why not? What was I saying? I forgot. Because, I mean, the Moon orbits around the Earth once every month. Roughly. So that means at least once every month the Moon is in front of the Sun again. It just depends on the rotation of the Earth, whether it's in a place you can view or not. Let's put this stuff that we don't need in storage. There's other stuff we need to sell. Or quickly just take off some of our clothes so we can get a bit of a party outfit going. I think you only need a few things to make a party outfit, so that's fine. Well, it's going to be at minimum. No, is it? It's not at minimum once each month because it depends on the rotation of Earth around the Sun compared to the rotation of a Moon around the Earth. Because if they're like in the same direction, it'll be at least once each month. But if they're in opposite directions, could be slightly more, I think. If my brain is computing that correctly. Okay, so let's put on some party bottoms. I don't know what of these counts as party. To be honest. Flashy slacks. There's probably flashy things. That's probably what makes up the party. You got the party, you got the base or whatever. In the Animal Crossing world. What else is quite flashy? Flashy sneakers? That's not why flashy sneakers doesn't really make sense. Princess Peach shoes. Platform shoes? Oh no, we have party shoes. Strappy heels. Probably something like that, Fancy, look at that. Fancy you. And, perfectly we had a mission to do with that sort of thing. What else was I going to say? Yes, I don't know how often it happens, but the main part is when they line up is it depends where on the Earth the shadow is being cast, like where you can see it, and it's not often, you know, and it's very rarely over the case where you can actually see it. It's happened a few times in my lifetime, but I can remember. I remember there's one really major one that happened when I was much younger in the UK, and you had to have like special sunglasses or something to view it because of like the corona, not the disease, but the actual I think that's what it's called, when like the bright like halo that you get as the moon passes in front of the sun is incredibly bright and can be blindingly bright for some unfathomable reason. And actually no, now I think about it, why that happens, it just sort of does. It's sort of like I guess, I don't know, maybe it's because it's such a tiny area and such a bright amount of light coming from it or something. It's somehow amplifies it, but somehow doesn't make any sense in my mind. So that can't possibly be correct, but I don't know. And anyway, don't look directly into a solar eclipse, and I don't know if you can look into a lunar eclipse. I don't even know what a lunar eclipse kind of looks like, to be honest. But yeah, just be careful next time a solar eclipse happens. If it happens in a part of the country that you can see. And I remember that was back when I was in primary school or something. Actually, now I think about it, also, doesn't it kind of depend, like, where the sun is in the sky? AKA, like, the rotation of the Earth around the axes, whether the sun and moon perfectly line up or not. Otherwise, they might just, like, pass over and under each other, which is, suboptimal for the purposes of lining them up. Let's talk to Mira to get this mission out of the way. Hello, Mira. Are you sitting... Oh, you are sitting down, I see. You're sitting down and smelling with flowers? I didn't know you could do that. 2 animations on top of each other? Remarkable. Yeah, let's water some flowers. That's, as always, water the lily of the valleys. What was I going to say? Yeah, so that's actually probably what makes it not to happen once every month, is, you know, depends on the tilt of the Earth and that sort of thing. I don't know how often solar eclipses happen. You know what I'm gonna guess? I'm gonna guess once every 3 months. How often solar eclipses? I just had a noise. I thought it was my phone ringing, and it wasn't. Once every 18 months. Okay, I was way off. But from any one location on Earth, total eclipses take place on average only once every several hundred years. So solar eclipses, when is the next one? So I don't know, apparently I missed one in the UK, which is, you know, sad I guess, but I also missed the first one because it was so incredibly cloudy, I remember, on the day of, but you couldn't actually see anything. Oh yeah, what mission replaced that? I didn't even pay attention. Solar items, okay. That's good because we've got the fossil one for today. Yeah, so, you know, haven't actually seen a solar eclipse in the flesh, but, you know, of all the natural phenomena to miss, I feel like solar eclipse is not too bad one to miss out on. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretty cool to, like, it's not like I'm going to be like, the options be like, oh, would you want to see the solar eclipse or not see the solar eclipse? I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to choose to not see the solar eclipse because I've got some weird spiteful energy against it. No, so I've got nothing against him. Oh, Audie's asleep, let's not disturb her rest. Disturbing a hornet's rest. For some reason, I can just really randomly remember some of my old Hollow Knight video titles. Like Disturbing a Hornet's Rest and Soul Master, Soul Blaster. For some reason, those 2 titles are ingrained in my memory, and I don't know why. Anyway, that was a bit of a tangent. Yeah, it's not like I'm going to purposely choose not to see the solar eclipse. It's a natural phenomenon. After all, it's even a miracle that we can see them in the first place because of, again, the coincidental lining up of the proportion of a distance between Earth, Sun, Earth, Moon, and size of Earth and Sun, that it even works in the first place. Just remarkable coincidences of that in nature. Maybe not coincidence, maybe there's some scientific way that explains it because, you know, there's something to do with the proportionality of the gravitational field strength is proportional to r squared or something, and so is technically like the cross-sectional area of the planet. But I don't know. Let's not talk about random nonsense, which I don't really know. Well, it's not nonsense. It's nonsense to me because I'm saying the nonsense part. I mean, let's not talk about things I don't know about. But anyway. I also noticed your metronome is directly in front of some... I am literally... Oh, what? I thought Jakey just gave me a tailcoat. A hibiscus hairpin. Cute. Your metronome is directly in front of your log spikes. How do you even, like, interact with it, Jakey? Have I never noticed? Anyway. Yeah, it's not like I would say no to it, but it's also a thing. I feel like it's one of the phenomenon that photographers can take really good pictures of. But maybe I'm only saying that because I haven't seen one in real life. I don't know. You know? And plus, maybe I'll never see a solar eclipse anyway, because every time they seem to happen in the UK, it seems to be rather cloudy. I'm pretty sure it was cloudy in the morning. It was a couple of days ago. I can't quite recall, to be honest. But I was awake at the time. I just didn't. I guess I didn't really think about the fact it was slightly darker than usual. What? Wait, is that a carp? Or is this, no, that's a crucian carp. Carps are pond fish, right? I believe so. So we'll put it in front of a pond, of an ear. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it'll come around again. Maybe it won't. Who knows? It's all a big wonder. There's no room. Excuse me. There's plenty of room. There we go. See, plenty of room. I think carp are for fish pond, right? Pond fish, not fish pond. What? That's not a word. We also haven't found multiple of our fossils yet, so we're going. So my throat is a bit weird. I don't know why it's like this today. Oh, I guess it did happen today. I had a GP appointment. Need to go get more prescription medicine at some point. Well, I need to book another appointment later when I run out of this slot, but that'll be like in a month's time, so don't worry. There is time. I was actually thinking about this because I was going to give it NHS like repeat prescription apps working, but it was just like, oh, you have no repeat prescriptions, and I was like, what? Excuse me? I definitely do. But I was like, oh, maybe I need to set it up, so, you know, gonna call them up at some point and be like, hey, how does this thing work? I'm gonna feel like such a technology illiterate person, which feels sad because, you know, I like to think I'm not cutting edge, but like, I'm well versed in technology and that sort of thing. I'm just gonna call them up and be like, oh yeah, I don't really get it. Can you like fix it or something so I can actually interface with these digital apps and whatever? And they'll be like, oh right. Okay, I don't know why we sound like that. They're actually really lovely, so I don't know why. I don't mean to say it with mocking tone. My local practice is very good. Anyway, what's I talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about solar eclipses. That's right. Yeah, I feel like it's one of the things that people can take really good pictures of. Like, the Aurora Borealis is actually, like, 50-50, you know? It's really hard to find Aurora Borealis in the first place. And, oh, we had to catch insects. I didn't realize this. And fish. It's really hard to, like, find it in the first place. But if you do find it, then it's all like, oh, whoa, look how amazing it is. Because it is. I've seen it on a family holiday. We went to Iceland and we all saw the Aurora Borealis. It is beautiful. Oh, no, I did take off my clothing, didn't I? Yeah, there we go. I was like, wait a second. Don't mind me, Flip. Just changing in front of you. Oh, catch insects, catch fish. You are correct. Yeah, it's very pretty, but it's very hard to see because we went on this like tour guide basically. It was just like, oh, we're gonna help you find the Aurora Borealis. And to be fair, they did. We saw it and we took a few pictures, and it was very nice. It was stunning to see, but like a lot of the times, I imagine you won't be able to see them on that trip. So we got kind of lucky. So Aurora Borealis, though, photographers, they take really good pictures of them. You know, they can take the time to go up in a remote location. They don't have to go with like a tour group because if they're experienced natural photographers, is what I assume, they can have like a high exposure rate because they can like set down a tripod on the camera and then just like, oh, hello, Lily of the Valley, and just set it down, get like a load of light of exposure in, so even if it's really faint to them in their eyes, it's not really how you phrase that sentence, even if it looks really faint to them, they can make it look fantastic by just using some camera settings, which I'm not very knowledgeable of. What other Nookmail missions do we have? Catch bugs, catch fish, shoot, sell, customize. Okay, that is doable. What about lunar eclipse? I don't even know what lunar eclipse looks like. Lunar eclipse is when the sun, instead of going sun, moon, earth, it goes sun, earth, moon, and it's like the earth shadow is being cast on the moon, right? Doesn't really make much sense. If anything, it should be like a terra eclipse, like from the moon perspective, rather than a lunar eclipse. I don't think lunar eclipse even look like much, but you know, I'm going to Google one. What does a lunar eclipse look like? Solar eclipse, I think everyone knows. They've got like a bright orange circle thing. Oh, it looks like a red moon. Oh, that's what a red moon, that's what a blood moon is. It's a lunar eclipse. I never really thought about this. It's in the umbra and the penumbra. It's when the moon is in the umbra of the earth, and the umbra is the two penumbra of the earth. That's interesting. I never really thought about that. Hold on. Have I good pictures of a solar eclipse? Yeah, see, like, perfectly amazing pictures of a solar eclipse, and it looks fantastic. Just don't look at it. Don't look too closely, or you might get burned. Something like that. Still got pins and needles in my like middle finger for some unfathomable reason. So you might be like, why did you draw today? You probably shouldn't have drawn today. Yeah, you're kind of right. But I had a really good idea of drawing, so you know, I finished it now, so it's all good. Am I going to draw more today? Probably. Drawing is fun, right? You know, get off my back. So you're not on my back. I'm an invisible straw man. I'm invented in my head in the first place just to give myself conversational credit. The credit's not really the right word either. But no, eclipses are pretty cool, I suppose, in the first place. There's always a lot of folklore, I guess, might be around them. You know, the blood moon. I didn't realise a lunar eclipse is a blood moon. I probably should have known that ages ago. Also, fun fact, the blue moon is not like when the moon's actually blue. It's when 2 full moons appear in the same month, which is why it's a rare occurrence because, you know, a moon cycle is about 28 days long. You know, a month is about 30 days long. So it's not very often that 2 full moons occur in the same cycle or something. I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's true. But it's not actually blue. It's just once in a blue moon. The blue moon is that second full moon. So now you know a blood moon is also when it happens in a lunar eclipse. Yeah, there's always like a blood moons are super dangerous. I know, like a lot of not creepy crawlies, that's insects. Creepy creepers, crawling creepers. I don't know, like monster-like things come to life. I mean, I feel like it's a very common event to have in, not common event, but events in like certain video games. It'd be like, oh, this is a blood moon. It's always meant to be like spooky and scary and superstitious and that sort of thing, right? Like in Terraria, especially, it's a blood moon. Like the monster like spawn rate becomes crazy. I don't know, Minecraft's got it, but that seems like something that they would have as well. Something with a day-night cycle and monsters at the same time would have it and be like, ooh, this is like a dangerous night, you know. It's like when Michael Jackson recorded Thriller, that sort of night. Oh, what a night. Wait, that's Ladies' Night, isn't it? Oh yes, it's Ladies' Night. Da 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 da. Something like that. I don't know. Let's go fly a kite. Okay, catch 2 more fish. We'll go customize. Probably our nets and shovel. I know, it's always shovel. If in doubt, customize shovel. We have just enough room to catch 2 more fish before we head to sell them and then do the other little missions we got going on. Yeah, the solar eclipse. I don't know. Is there many sort of like superstitions around the solar eclipse? Maybe. I don't really know. I mean, not that Terraria is like should be my source for like folk culture, I suppose, and that sort of thing. But in solar eclipses are also a special event that happens in Terraria. Is when like vampires and stuff come out. The thing is, a solar eclipse in Terraria lasts for a whole day, which doesn't really make sense because that's sort of just. It's not how it works, unfortunately. In reality, a solar eclipse only happens. So I don't know how long a solar eclipse occurs for. Probably like a handful of minutes is what I'd guess. Whether that holds true or not is I was gonna say yet to be seen. It's probably, you know, quite evidently been seen already. I just don't know. Okay, so let's hit some rocks. No, let's customize then hit rocks. I'm just trying to figure out how to balance the amount of inventory space. You know what's a strange thing is, why doesn't the bell just give you the tailor tickets? Sergio does this whole song and dance where she has to mail it to you the next morning. Why does everyone mail stuff next morning? Like Red does, because that's what he always used to do, I think. And so he can get out of there. It makes sense because he's like selling dodgy black market sort of thing, so he's gonna sell you something dodgy and get out of there. And by the time you're like, hey, this isn't a legitimate painting, he's already long gone, that sort of thing. I don't know why LaBelle needs to do that. You don't just keep like tailor tickets on you. That seems like a more reasonable thing to do, LaBelle. But what do I know? I'm not you. I don't have any sort of fashionable business. I just heard a really weird noise. I was like, what is that? I think it's a bird outside. Just going right. Yeah, solar eclipses. So I guess I'll never see another solar eclipse in my life, which is sad. Actually, that's not true. If I've seen one about 20 years ago, then I'll see one in another 20 years. I'll be 40 at that time. Think how different my life will be at that point. That's weird to think about. Let's keep this happening, because we might need it. Let us also... Let's keep the Spino tail. Just trying to figure out what to sell. So we can give a little gift. Give a little gift to me. To Claude tomorrow's. Let's see. Do we have the buying mission? No. But we will buy. What are we going to buy? Gift wrap. That's right. We're only buying a tiny thing in the first place. It's not gift wrap. I don't know. Well, imagine how cool it would be if we had like 2 moons, like twin moons. Oh, solar eclipse is one thing, be even more rare. But maybe you could have like a ultra solar eclipse or something where both moons line up directly in front of the sun. It's like a plot they always use for like movie devices. Sorry, it's a movie device they always use to advance a plot. I got that backwards in my head. Like it's like, oh, on this day all the planets will be aligned and the magical force in the earth will awaken, and then the Dark Lord will be able to break free from his curse and slumber. Oh wow, that's that. We got 8 out of 9 iron nuggets from this rock. That's incredible. If only that stone was an iron nugget as well. It'd be the most miraculous thing that we've ever seen. Who'd have thunk it? Anyway. What was I going to say? I'm sure it was something very important, very insightful, and as you know, something definitely factually correct, as I would say it. I don't know. I wonder if solar eclipses ever happen in more parts of like more parts of the world than other places. We should probably catch that fish, but I also can't be bothered. Oh, fine, let's catch it. It's not a shark, but it's a suckerfish, isn't it? But we still need actually, I don't think we do. I don't think we need the suckerfish model. I think we need a wharf roach model though, so we should probably catch that. Plant this. Dig it up. Do the glitch. Did they fix the glitch? Hold on a minute. No, they didn't fix it. It's still there. And it'll forever be there. Why? Because they're not updating anything in Animal Crossing. But okay, maybe E3. Oh, I didn't watch E3 today. I checked out some of the E3 stuff yesterday. Some of it's interesting, some of it's... None of it is like, it's either stuff I already knew, which was coming, or like stuff which I'm just like not that interested in. Like I remember one of the games was like a vixen mother or something, like trying to look after her cubs or something in some dystopian cyberpunk-esque sort of city, and I was like, wow, this looks like my sort of game. It looks amazing, and I went to go add it to my Steam wishlist. Already on there. Already had it added. I was like, I guess this must have been in development for some time, so I've already got it. But you know, it just goes to show how well I know myself. I just saw that thumbnail of a YouTube video because I didn't watch it live, by the way. Maybe I did, I don't remember. No, I didn't watch this one night. I was like, that looks like my sort of thing, and I just know myself so well. Anyway. You know what else you think of when you hear solar eclipse? Because I really need you tonight. Na 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 na. A total eclipse of a heart. I don't know if that's even the same song, but I just sang there. You know, you sang that Bonnie Tyler? Maybe? I don't know. Wasn't Bonnie Tyler the person who didn't hit me with your best shot? Is that the same person? I don't know, my Zoomer side is showing. Hold on. A total eclipse of a heart. Total eclipse of a heart. It is Bonnie Tyler. Let's not doubt myself, eh? Oh wait, I probably should have checked the other song. Maybe that's Pat Benatar now I think about it. Hit me with your... Yeah, that's Pat Benatar. Okay, there we go. I was like, that doesn't sound like the right person. They sound completely different. We need to catch one more thing. I don't know, solar eclipses. Is it sort of like this thing which everyone knows about, but you know, it's strange to think about how rarely they even occur. Once every year and a half. Just on the world. I wonder... I wonder when the first solar eclipse was like noticed by mankind, you know? Like, I can't... There are astronomers, old astronomers like Galileo and all those sort of things. They probably knew what solar eclipses, or maybe they observed it in their life, you know? If you're observing the stars all the time in your life, eventually... Since it happens once every 1.5 years, you'll probably run into it. It'll be like, oh, the moon's getting kind of close to the sun, you know? Maybe I should try and check on it every day and see what happens when it finally goes in front of it, and then be like, well, actually, that'd be a terrible thing because they'd probably get blinded now I think about it, but that's not really a laughing matter. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with this. I'm sure I had some really profound point, but it's gone. Oh yeah, like when did they first like? I'm not sure if I want to say discover like a solar eclipse, because it's not like rediscover it. It's not like an. I mean, we kind of do, but like it's. I don't know. I feel like you'd just be walking around and be like, hey, isn't that kind of like darker today than usual? And we just like look up and what happened to the sun? We'd be like, oh, the sun's like completely not there, just completely hidden behind some arbitrary celestial body, aka the moon. But yeah, like when was it like properly discovered what it was? Because especially if you don't have like knowledge of like planets and rotations, which I don't know, that is something not humankind, so I should say some scientists just probably discovered like very early on. But if you have no knowledge of that, you probably have no like concept of what could even be causing a solar eclipse in the first place. You just be like, oh, the sun comes up from the sky and it goes down again. Oh, what's that? The moon and the sun are colliding. Oh no, the sun's been put out. We've got no light. You know, I'd imagine if I had no education about that sort of thing, I could plausibly see myself believing into that sort of thing, and be like, we have no sun. It's gone. We will never see the light of day again. And then like 5 minutes later, it'll be like, oh, it's back. Where'd you go, son? Oh, you know, just taking a walk. That's not really the right thing about it. It's more like, it's like, oh, let's take a picture of the sun. It means it'll be like, oh, sorry, you taking a picture. Sorry, I'll get out of the way. I'll get out of the way. It's like, oh, come on, moon. This was like a really nice shot and everything. It's like, I know, I didn't mean to be in the way. My bad. I'm then like, oh, we still on for a barbecue next Friday. Oh, yeah. Don't worry about it, mate. What? Island beetle. You are too jumpy. Look at Claude working hard away. Hard away? That's not a word. Working hard, sweeping away all the dust. As we just catch insects and have a leisurely sort of stroll. Vivian just reading a book. Under the shade of a big tree, that's what it means to me. The days are longer, the nights are shorter. The sun is shining, it's noticeably warmer. Is your Phineas and Ferb reference for today? Let's go craft a thing. I forgot we have more Nook Mart tickets in our inventory, cause we haven't needed to chop down a tree for ages. I don't know why I keep singing them. Let's go fly Kate. Let's go fly Kate. Let's go fly kite. It just seems to be one of the much more common things that I prefer to sing over Disney songs. Don't even remember Mary Poppins all that well, to be honest. Yeah, I know. Solar eclipse. Do you think, like, the vampires must love solar eclipses, right? For a split second, everything's, like, really bright, I guess. But then it becomes dark at daytime. Vampires are like, yes. Can vampires walk around on cloudy days? Can they walk underneath a parasol? I don't know. These are question. How am I meant to catch a flea? How do you expect me to catch a flea? New Horizons? You're going to have to wait around for one of my villagers to randomly get a flea. Catch it on them. Also, it begs the question, how do some villagers even get fleas in the first place? How do, like, alligator and frog villagers have fleas? It's not... Can they get fleas? I thought they had to be on furred animals, but maybe, you know. I will admit my ignorance on this sort of thing. I don't really know. Keep that round. Just trying to figure out what to sell. Yeah, that seems good. But we'll put the stuff away in my roundup episode here. So yes, solar eclipse. Missed it. Hopefully next time there's one that occurs next year in 1.5 months, you'll be able to see it. But for now, if you haven't, then, you know, fair enough. I missed it. I missed it, and I can miss it too. I don't know, I was going for that. Yeah. I don't really have anything else to say about that. I just feel a little bit saddened that I missed it, but it was also rather cloudy, I believe, that day, so, you know, maybe I was just like, whatever. It's just a dark day, you know? It's not uncommon to have dark, dingy, cloudy days in the UK, although right now it's, well, I wouldn't say, like, the sun is shining. I mean, I guess it's always shining, but, like, it's not being hidden behind a canopy of clouds above us. It's a half overcast day. Should probably put us away somewhere. Should probably buy an axe at some point, but, you know, that's just like, that's just gonna have to wait at some point. So around this episode off here, So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, all greatly appreciated. Links down, join my Dear Darling Discord and follow me on Twitter. I hope we can see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, well, you change clothes, Claude. Bye-bye for now.